Good afternoon. My name is Harshdeep Kohli, and I am presenting my analysis conducted for Turtle Games. Turtle Games is a global company that offers a broad spectrum of products, including books, games, and toys. The gaming industry is marked by rapid changes in intense competition, which has resulted in the problem of underperforming quarterly sales for Turtle Games. To enhance its market position, Turtle Games is focusing on leveraging its customer data with the objective of gaining a deeper understanding into trends that can help increase customer loyalty and sales. Turtle Games refine their focus down to four core business questions. How do customers accumulate loyalty points? How can we leverage our customer segments? What actions can be taken based on customer feedback? How can statistical analysis help with customer targeting? In my customer insights analysis, I aimed to understand the drivers behind customer loyalty. My approach involved using a technique known as multiple linear regression, which allowed me to predict future loyalty points based on customer pay and spend scores. These variables show a positive correlation against loyalty points. Simply put, if you have higher pay or spend scores, you accumulate higher loyalty points. Please note that for a linear regression model to be suitable, an evaluation of six assumptions must be made, and these can be found in the Jupyter Notebook. The first assumption of a linear relationship between spend score and pay against loyalty has been satisfied by these scatter graphs, which show a strong linear relationship. We can now move on to multiple linear regression. Looking at the scatter plot, we can see the relationship between actual loyalty points and predicted loyalty points. The closer the data points lie to the line, the more accurate our model is. My model achieved an R squared of 83%. What this means is that my model using pay and spend score can explain 83% of the variation in loyalty points. The closer the value to 100%, the better. However, the presence of heteroscedasticity, which simply means the uneven variance of errors assumption of our model, has been violated and will need to be addressed. I recommend improving the data accuracy for spending score and pay to improve the model's predictive power. We can also try to improve the model's accuracy by transforming our dependent variable by taking the natural log of it, which can help reduce the uneven variance in errors. Running a multiple linear regression model with our transform data resulted in an R squared of 80%, which is slightly below our previous model. However, this model still showed presence of uneven error variances after log transforming, and our average error also increased. So we can conclude that our first model was the better one. This also suggests that there are outliers in the data which are affecting our model's ability to generalize, and further investigation into data quality is required. It's possible that pay and spend may not fully explain variations in loyalty points, so a possible action could be to collect more granular customer data, such as frequency of customer purchases or time since the last purchase, which would help the model understand more about how customers interact with the business, and this could help improve model performance. They could also try using alternative modeling techniques like a weighted least squares model, which would help to correct for the uneven error variance. Success could be measured by improvements in R squared or lower average errors. They could also run A/B testing to compare the behavior of customers targeted by the model versus those that aren't, and measure success by calculating metrics such as conversion rates or loyalty point utilization. In my customer segmentation analysis, I employed k-means clustering, which is a method that groups customers based on their similarities. In my early analysis phase, I found that there were groups of customers with similar pay and spend scores, as shown by the scatter plot. Employing this algorithm categorized Total Games customers into five distinct segments, each marked by a different color. Group 0, highlighted in blue, represents 18% of customers, and they have high pay and high spend scores. They represent high-value customers for Turtle Games, and therefore my recommendation is to target them with VIP customer service or exclusive offers. Group 1, highlighted in orange, represent 39% of customers, and they have medium pay and medium spend scores. They represent the general consumer group, spending moderately, therefore they should be targeted with regular promotions and personalized offers to encourage loyalty. Group 2, highlighted in green, represents 17% of customers, and they have high pay but low spend scores. These customers can afford to spend but choose not to. Turtle Games should investigate barriers to their spending habits, such as product preferences, and offer tailored promotions. Group 3, highlighted in red, represent 13% of customers, and they have low pay but high spend scores. These customers may prioritize discretionary spending despite a lower pay. Turtle Games should help these customers by offering payment plans or budget-friendly product lines. Group 4, highlighted in purple, represent 14% of customers, and they have low pay and low spend scores. They are budget conscious and spend very little. Marketing strategies such as cost-effective deals and discounts will suit these customers the best. By understanding segments like these, we can customize the individual marketing and product strategies, significantly enhancing customer satisfaction and driving revenue growth for Turtle Games. Sentiment analysis using natural language processing revealed generally positive customer experiences. The sentiment distribution in reviews shows 89% positivity, with summaries also reflecting a majority of positive sentiment at 58%, but a notably strong presence of neutral summaries at 36%. The word cloud put together further illustrates this positivity, highlighting words like love, fun, and great frequently. This was prominent for products such as stickers and books, suggesting that customers are happy with these product lines, and Turtle Games should focus on understanding the reasons behind the success by having conversations with customers who purchase these products. Negative sentiments, while minimal, provide critical insights for improvement areas. Looking at the top 20 negative reviews and summaries, my analysis found that customers frequently mention words such as boring, difficult, and disappointed, which suggests there are issues with user experience and quality concerns. Turtle Games should optimize product design and experience by improving quality control and simplifying usability through clear instructions. For the statistical analysis, I found that loyalty points are significantly right-skewed and failed normality tests, which simply means that whilst most customers have moderate loyalty point balances, there's a distinct but small customer segment of high-value customers with substantially larger point balances. It also exhibits a multimodal distribution, which simply means that there are several peaks, which indicates that loyalty points are clustered around several different values and not just one. This type of distribution is very common in loyalty programs and reflects the Pareto principle, where a smaller percentage of customers typically account for a disproportionate amount of business value. Given that Turtle Games' goal is to enhance sales, establishing an understanding of its highly engaged customers seems pertinent. Analyzing this subset of loyalty outliers showed two important things. Firstly, on average, they have about 4 times as many loyalty points as the general population. And secondly, there's a strong positive correlation of 79% between pay and loyalty in this outlier group, with customers in the top 25% pay range accumulating the highest average loyalty points. Turtle Games should target high-income customers in the top 25% pay, as they are the most loyal customers. Within the data, the unique product code variable is unhelpful in generating specific insights without knowing which product this relates to, so providing more detailed information would be more helpful. Also, in the sentiment analysis, I found that there was a discrepancy between reviews and summaries. So, for example, the product which was mentioned in a customer review mentioned a different product in the same customer summary. There are clear data quality issues here that need to be addressed. I also explored decision tree models, but due to potential model overfitting, I decided to focus my analysis on linear regression. However, possible options like random forest could prove to be useful. The full analysis of decision trees can be found in the Jupyter Notebook. As we have identified loyalty points are right-skewed, and this can affect predictions, corrective actions could include investigating the multimodal distribution or splitting the data into groups and running separate models. Outliers in the loyalty variable can affect the model's ability to capture relationships and affect the model's fit, which we have seen in our models. Turtle Games should consider options such as trimming the extreme values by capping them at the 95th percentile, which could help improve the accuracy of the regression line. Enriching the data with sales data would also help in providing specific insights into what customers are driving revenue if the problem of underperforming sales is to be addressed efficiently. Based on my findings, I recommend the following actions. Leverage the outliers as a strategic segment. On average, they have about 4 times as many loyalty points. These are high pay customers with the top 25% pay showing the highest average loyalty point accumulation. Target them with exclusive loyalty programs and VIP customer service. Leverage the customer segmentation analysis to develop customized marketing strategies. For example, target the luxury enthusiasts who have high pay and high spend scores with exclusive offers to reward them for their loyalty. And target the practical professional segment who have high pay but low spend scores by identifying barriers to their spending by offering tailored promotions to convert their potential into actual sales. Invest in customer experience. High frequency of words such as play and game suggest feedback is focused on the customer's gameplay experience. Total Game should use these words directly in their advertising efforts to resonate with new customers for sales growth. Also, proactively monitoring and addressing any negative customer feedback will ensure sustained customer satisfaction and loyalty. Prominence of negative words such as disappointed and difficult suggest customers experiencing dissatisfaction. Total Game should reach out to these customers to understand what the underlying issues are and take proactive steps to address them. Invest in data quality. As outlined in our multiple linear regression analysis, the presence of outliers and uneven variances affect the model's ability to predict accurately. Discussions with Turtle Games will need to take place on how to address these sensitive data points to improve the model's accuracy. By implementing these recommendations, Turtle Games can significantly increase sales and expand its market position. Next steps could then include continuous monitoring of metrics such as customer lifetime value, return on investment, and NPS scores, which will ensure sustained growth for Turtle Games. Thank you for your